Have you ever gotten that phone call that starts out, "Hey, I just want to let you know I'm okay"? The one I'm thinking of is one I got when I was about 25 years old. It was late at night. I was just about to go to bed, and I pick up the phone. It's my dad. And it was unusual for him to call at that late at night. So I said, "Dad, what's going on?" He said, "Ames, I just want to let you know I'm okay." I said, what happened? He said, "There was a fire at the shop tonight." I said, "Oh my God, are you injured? Do you need to come here?" He said, "No, I'm okay." And what you don't know that I knew then was that his shop wasn't just his shop. He also lived in the basement, so it was everything. He probably had lost everything. And so he said, "I've got a place to stay tonight and for the next few weeks, so I'm good. I just want to let you know that I'm okay so that you don't worry about me." So after we hung up, of course, my heart was racing. I thought, I know he's okay physically, but is he okay emotionally? Because I knew that he hadn't always had the greatest coping skills. I flashed back in my mind to 10 years previous when I was in a rehab hospital with him. He was in rehab, not me. Because he was being treated for severe alcoholism. I had seen him over the previous few years spiral into addiction and kind of turn into a different person. So when he was in rehab, I was about 14, and I thought, I got to go see for myself what's going on. Is he really going to get sober? Is he even capable of getting sober? I wasn't sure at all. So I went down there, they took me into his room, and I looked around the room. I saw a guy who was really skinny and kind of gaunt looking and kind of gray, didn't look great. But when he turned his face to me, I caught his blue eyes. And I thought, okay, that's my dad. So he patted the chair next to him, and so I went over and sat down. Neither one of us had said a word yet. And we didn't for a minute. Then he locked eyes with me, and he said, "Ames, I'm never going to drink again." Wasn't expecting that. And one part of me, that girl over here who had seen her dad kind of go away, she wanted her cool dad back. The one who took her camping and taught her how to garden and cook and play guitar. She really wanted that dad back. She really wanted to believe what he had just promised. But that cynical girl who had seen her dad spiral and also knew that everything that came out of his mouth was calculated to feed his addiction rather than to feed his family or his relationships. She was a hard enough cynic that she was having none of it. She didn't believe him for a second. She said, "I'm going to wait and see." So I did wait and see. And over the next few weeks, he started to come back to who I knew. And it was pretty great. And over the next months, same thing. Those months turned into years. And so I was still kind of waiting for that next shoe to drop. And when I got that call about the fire, I said, yep, this is it. This is the thing that's going to drive him back to the bottle. If anything could, this would be it. So again, I had to go see for myself how he was really doing. And when I called him, he said, "Oh, I'm doing great. Got a new shop, got a new place to live. Things are going great." I couldn't quite grasp that, so I had to go see him. And I sat next to him. And this time, I asked him, I said, "Dad, did you ever think that night or in the next few nights after that when you had just gone through this terrible trauma. Did you ever think you might just go down to the bar and drown your sorrows? And it was his turn to be shocked. He whipped his head around and said, Amy, that never even came into my mind. I can't believe that you thought about that. He says, it's just no longer an option. That's when I got it. I had witnessed what was pretty miraculous for a hardcore alcoholic to go to rehab one time and commit to his sobriety for a decade. That just doesn't happen very often. So I had witnessed a miracle, but I didn't believe it. I thought, am I going to be that person who doesn't believe anything, is constantly got that cynical lens on and distrusts everybody? I thought, I don't want to be that way. So it was my turn to make a decision to change that and to actually believe in the proof that I saw, that change is possible. We hear that people can't change. They're just the way they are. Or maybe we believe that about ourselves. But I know for a fact that's not true because I saw it. A few years later, I had my own dark time that I had to find my way out of. And I knew it was possible because I'd seen it. So it changed my life so much that I ended up writing a book about it called The Gratitude Connection. You can see it next door. And anyone who knows me, a couple of people back here, know that I'm now the spokesmodel for transformation. It's all I do. It's what I write about, and it's what I help other people do, is bring their transformational stories to the world to help people understand that they can change, that it's possible. Now, I'm not always in that perfect flow of belief and transformation. So when I slide out of it a little bit, all I need to do is take a minute, go look in the mirror, and see my dad's blue eyes shining back at me. Thank you.